is up, guys? Big day today. We are going to try and get the engine and transmission somewhat in the car. I don't think we're going to be able to get it completely in, but you never know. The only thing that I think will be holding me up will be a little bit of steel that I will need. And after being up underneath the car, I'm already seeing that it's going to require a pretty custom trans mount. I mean, I knew it was going to, but the way things are looking like they're lining up, it's going to take a little bit more than I had anticipated. So my goal for right now is just to get the engine and transmission where it's going, and then I'll probably just put a piece of steel underneath it. And then at least the engine will be bolted in and the trans will be sitting where it goes. So yeah, we are going to start with, let me flip you guys around here. We're going to start by making a few cuts here, as you can see. So basically my torsion bar, my torsion tube is gonna have to be cut ish, and then basically take all this chunk out, because the nose of the 996 trans, as you can see down there, it's got that funky looking little nub on the tip of it. So that has to go, and it's got to fit right there. So we are going to make that work. So I'm gonna set up a GoPro and yeah, we're gonna film this chaos. All right, so what I need to do now is, you can kind of see right there what I'm talking about, why I had to notch that out. All right, so I was able to just put those in by hand. My issue is still there. Not really sure. I think I know where it's hitting, but I'm not gonna be able to get my camera up in there, and I think I'm about out of cutoff wheels. So I might have to tackle the rest of this tomorrow. So we'll see. 2 full days of nothing but cutting, grinding, sanding, notching, cutting some more, lifting the car up in the air about 50,000 times, dropping it back down. We're getting close. I didn't win this weekend. Car won, Sam 0. So hopefully next weekend I can get my trans mount made. And once that's made, the engine and transmission will be married to the car for good. So, all right, what is up, guys? So it's been a few days since the last time I had this camera out. Lots of ups and downs, literally picking it up, dropping it down, picking it up, dropping it down. Lots of cutting. Now that I've done one, if I had it to do over again, I'd just start cutting shit because it would have been a lot faster. So what we've got right now is, let me flip this around here real quick. So what we've got right now is we've got the LS actually in the car, and it's pretty well where it's gonna go. Before, the intake was having an issue where it was hitting some parts back up in there. So now that the transmission is actually up where it's gonna go, I'm not having those issues anymore. This is what we had to do. A little bit more than I anticipated. So as you can see there, we actually had to cut it, and the nose of the trans is sitting right there. So not a huge deal. I'll just make a plate to cover that, rivet it down, and then once there's carpet in here, ideally it won't even be noticeable. If you look, I don't know if it's not gonna focus. That right there is the lowest part of the car. The transmission is up here. So that was my ultimate goal, was to have nothing lower than the belly pan of the car, and I think we've hit that goal. So that is very good to see. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's looking pretty good. I just have to make a transmission cross member now, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that. So this is gonna be a 2-part video, because part 1, cutting all the nasty shit, and then part 2 is gonna be doing the cross member and fabricating that up. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the progress so far. The engine's bolted in, transmission is not. However, I'm hoping that this weekend I can get that transmission cross member made, or at least a temporary one, because my brain is thinking I've got some ideas, but for now I just want it to be held in there so that I can move the car around and do other things like that. So not for sure if the one I'm gonna make is gonna be the for sure end one, or if it's just gonna be a temporary one. Regardless, it's gotta be made so that I can roll the car around. So yeah, that's where we're at. My coilovers that I had made, or the sleeve conversion kit, I'm sorry, that I got from Elephant Racing, I had a bit of a hiccup with that. I ended up going with their level 3 shock with my coilover, so they're custom valved for my car, if you would. Not full-blown custom valved, but they're valved for, I think it's Time Attack is what these are. So considering the weight of my car and all that good stuff, and the spring poundage that I got, they said that these would be the best fit. Pretty cool. The things they were saying, they basically said that these will be very soft at slow speeds and good for cruising, but at higher speeds and more abrupt jolts to the suspension, they'll be stiff. So that should be really good. So yeah, those actually just got shipped out from San Jose, California today, so I'm looking forward to that. If I didn't mention just now, I had some problems with their shocks. It wasn't exactly just a bolt-on compatibility with their sleeve conversion kit, because they sell full-blown coilovers, and looking into it, I'm pretty much the same amount into these as what I would be their full-blown coilovers, so I probably should have just done that, but either way, here we are. So yeah, those should be here by this weekend. So I should have the rear suspension on, and hopefully at the end of this weekend, I'll have the car rolling back around on its own. So that's pretty freaking exciting. So, and I've also got another project that's gonna be coming in here this week. Not Porsche related. My friend's got a Mark IV Volkswagen Jetta that we're gonna be trying to get that thing going again. He's had it since high school. So we're looking forward to it. So stick around, and yeah, update number 2 on the 911. Let's get it. Thanks, guys.